Welcome to the After Hours Live. How's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? How's everybody doing? What's up with it? What's up? What's going on? How's everybody night going? I know mine is doing very well. We just had a great live that happened earlier, and I take some time out really quickly to do what I need to do. But I told you I was gonna come in here at night, so this is me coming at night. This is more of a chill shit though. I'm on some chill shit tonight. Excuse me. So we gonna vibe out. We gonna see who comes in. We gonna have some conversations if those wanna come in and shit. We just enjoying it, and I'm low key just kind of bringing you guys a little bit more into my life a little bit more. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody though. We having some good combos. Good to see y'all here. Shout out to the viewer. You know what I mean? Even if you don't want to engage, that's fine. I mean, there's a bunch of people who don't want to engage. Tina, what's up? Hey, I've seen you before. How you doing? Great to see you. What's up? It's been I think we met. I forgot where we connected off of, but it's great to see you. How are you doing today? Great to see you tonight. I hope your holiday was very well. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. It's technically Saturday, so I hope you have a good time for that. So how's everything with you? What's up? Nah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you did too. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Tina, if you don't mind. I know we've connected. I believe, right? I believe, but tell me a little bit about yourself if you can. You can type it away if you want. For the most part, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to hear that though. Shit, I'm doing good on my end too. I'm on some real cool vibes. R&B in the background, smooth vibes, nothing crazy. Just enjoying, just enjoying. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so fun. Like you can have such a good time, and then you can like calm down and just chill and relax, have some conversations, engage with people, kind of see what people are about. I attract a lot of different people in my lives, like late at night, whether they're different YouTuber content creators and all that sort of stuff. Yes, I believe that's what it have. I think that probably was what it was. Yeah. Either or, either way, it's great to see you. But again, tell me a little bit about yourself, though. Um, we playing mint condition right now. Let's go back over here because I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to get flagged. But tell me about yourself. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AllStar Izzy. What's good? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the After Hours. This is AllStar Izzy, your host. You are more than welcome to subscribe and like the live and be a part of the journey. This is my AllStar After Hours Lounge. So this is where you guys get to have a conversation with me, engage. We can talk about many different things. Great to see y'all. What's up? Yo, bike life. What's good, bro? What's good? You live in Tennessee? Okay, cool. So what do you do as a creator, if you don't mind me asking? You know what I'm saying? What's up with everybody? What's good? Don't be afraid. Y'all can say what's up. I know y'all looking. Y'all thinking about what should I say? I don't know. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. We having a convo. This is my after hours conversation. Usually I teach. I'll introduce myself before you guys even speak. That's fine. I'm an empowerment coach. I speak on empowering others through confidence, dating, introspection, self-confidence, having self-respect for yourself. So I cover various topics. You know what I mean? But you're more than welcome to like and subscribe to be a part of the journey. Cause hell, you never know what you can get out of it, and you're more than welcome to introduce yourself as well. Because, we're speaking with Tina. Bike Life made himself known. You guys can make yourselves known. But right now, this is like, imagine, you have like an after hours party or some shit and you're just chilling. This is kind of like what this is right here. So just imagine that for this. So we really just cooling. You know what I'm saying? So you're more than welcome. You can talk if you like. No pressure. Literally no pressure. Because we just chilling for real. Just have some good times and some good talks. But what's good with everybody? Tina says, I'm not quite a creator yet. I have been supporting different channels. Good to know you too. Okay. Do you want to be a creator? Or are you just more so into supporting? But that's cool too. I mean, that's great though. Cause then you get to kind of see what I'm about, and that's dope too. You can see what I got going on. You can kind of get a feel for me and shit if you haven't seen my videos yet. But now we can really talk. Ghost VR, what's up? How you doing? How you doing today? How you doing tonight? Actually, well, either or. You know what I'm saying? How you doing this morning? It is currently 3:50 in the morning for me. I don't know about for everybody else, but I kind of live in the vamp squad. You said good? Okay, good. That's good. That's what's up. What you up to? What brings you through this vamp crew? Same? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure to drink y'all H2O. You know what I'm saying? But welcome to the After Hours Lounge. We are just here to, just chill, discuss, to have conversation, connect, engage, anything, whatever. So, what's up? What's good with it? Do I like bikes? Yeah, bikes are cool. I don't really ride bikes though, I be on some, I don't really do the biking. I fuck with scooters though, but like electric scooters. But bikes are cool. What about you? I mean, your name's Bike Life Ron. I could only imagine that you do like bikes, so you know what I mean. But what's up with everybody? What's going on, tough? Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. Tina says, I speak on different lives and am a supporting cast member on Journey Mirror. I've never heard of Journey Mirror. That sounds very interesting. I am a inspirational speaker, but drive trucks for a living. That's so fire. So tell me about how's been some of the motivational and inspirational stuff? Like, was that in person? Or are you speaking more so through the videos that you do? Or like, are you actually actively in person? Because that's incredible. That's something I definitely want to get into in the future is to publicly speak. I've done public speeches before, performing, some are performing recording artists as well. But yeah, I want to get into the whole motivational and inspirational as well, beyond the media, basically. I wasn't in the last live, was I? You were there for a brief moment, so I have. You weren't. You didn't really speak as much. You said a couple words, but you wasn't saying too much. Ghost says, "What is my favorite drink?" It's probably just water right now. To be honest, I was really trying to think. I've been drinking a lot of tea recently, and I forgot which tea I was drinking, but it was really good. I've been really doing that because I talk a lot, so I need tea to literally like keep talking and shit. It's crazy as fuck. But yeah, that would be my favorite drink. Just water, just H2O, bro. I ain't gonna lie. How about you? What's your favorite? What's everybody's favorite drink? Back Life says, what religion if you have one? So I don't really necessarily get into religion or like politics and stuff on this end because I mainly speak on like confidence and dating and all that. But I don't necessarily follow into one. But great question though, and I'm very glad you asked that. Thank you for asking. I don't necessarily fall into one, but I do have a spiritual path for myself, for sure. But shout out to everybody. You guys are more than welcome to hit the like button. Please do if you want to. You're more than welcome to subscribe and be a part of the journey because one thing I do want to let people know is that this is just like an after hours lounge. Like imagine we all just kicking it. Like we all in the kickback and we all just chilling, going across the room and talking. That's kind of like what these lives are. We're just really relaxing for real. Damn, you noticed, huh? Yeah, I was seeing all the comments. He said, but shit, I was at the club though. Hey man, shout out to the club. How was the club? Shout out to all the clubs. I'm very excited. I really want to go to I want to go to social gatherings. Not necessarily, like clubs are cool, but like, I want to go to gatherings. Like real social gatherings and have some good times out there. I like intimacy. Like I've been learning to like intimacy a lot, like closed environments, where it's just like a lot of people, but it's in a good closed condition. It's dope. But hit that like button for me if you have not, please. I would appreciate that. Tina says mostly in person. I've just recently done the media, but I have a pretty diverse background. Oh, how is it? How is it when you're doing it in person? Like once you first got started, and did you have to seek outside to look for different places to do it, or did you already have connections? And I'm asking because like I also want to know myself. Bike Life said that's chill for sure, for sure. Brenda says Diet Coke. Oh, that's cool. Diet Coke. I don't think I've never. I think I've had like Diet Coke or soda, but I've never really got into it like that. It just I don't like the taste. That's just me though. Tina says strawberry lemonade is my favorite. Excuse me. My apologies. That's cool. That's cool. I strawberry lemonade. I was thinking about a different type of lemonade and tea. I forgot what it's called. It has a name for it when it's half and half and shit. I forgot the name. So it says water, but I also like diet Dr Pepper. Can't leave the diet out. Shit. I don't even. My sister loves Diet Pepper. I don't really. I'm not really into it, but it's cool though. It ain't bad. You know what I mean? Ghost says water and soda, not much though. Yeah, like if I do have soda, it's more like it'll be like ginger ale or some shit. Every now and then though, I'm not really a soda fan. Have a good one, Mike. Have a good one, Ron. Excuse me. Yeah, cause I see that's what your name is. Yeah. But regardless though, you know, we just chilling, man. We just chilling. I told people this month I will be going live almost every single day, whether that's at night or I'm posting a video and shit. So I'm really like, we just locked in. No, we're just steady into our goals and doing what we need to do. We had a great live earlier today, which was amazing. You know, I really enjoyed talking to many people in different perspectives or people who just agree regardless. It's great to have insight from different places as well. You know, I don't know everything, so that's dope. Tina says I have a church background, but I've done spoken word. Nice. The opportunities come about organically. I've turned down more than I've accepted. Is there a reason why you turned down more than you accepted? Was it just like the environment of it? But no, that's cool. That's really dope. I've done spoken word. I've done some poetry. I've done a lot of open mics. I've had a tour. I did I think it was inauguration. I've done a speech for my graduation. I did like a motivational speech for that. Yeah, I done a lot of shit like that. Shit was dope as hell. Brenda says I also like alkaline water. Alkaline water is good. There's a certain type of water that I like that I am forgetting about right now. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what it was, but it's good as fuck, man. I love it. All right, Ghost, you have a good one. Peace. But I forgot what the water was called. Oh wait. I think it has a plus sign on it. My sister put me onto it. Hold on, give me a second. Let me look it up, bro. Let me look it up because she told me about this shit. It's like it has a plus. Damn, what is it called? Hold on, give me a second. Plus water bottle. Let's see. Essentia. See, I wasn't really a big fan at first, but Essentia goes hard. I was fucking with that shit. I was like, that shit's pretty good, and it's amazing too, cause like certain water that you drink is very different from like water that you had before. Like if you're used to tap water, and when you drink healthy water, it's a different type of tasting. So I remember when she put me on to Essentia, I was like, yo, this shit go crazy. Hold on. There we go. I'm just trying to turn this down a little bit because I don't want it too loud. YouTube copyright shit. I ain't trying to get copyrighted, bro. Tina says, I don't desire the limelight. I prefer more intimate conversation due to the freedom of transparency. I like that. That's a really good way of saying that. You know, I'm starting to like that now, Tina. Like, don't get me wrong. I can do thousands of people, like all that, you know, like I believe that's happened. I've been in front of hundreds of people before, and I enjoy like large spaces and a good time, like a crazy crowd. But like for some reason, I've been like, I think after Vegas and a little bit even before that, I've been really big into like intimate spaces, like you said, intimate conversations, really like not even one-on-ones, but like 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100. You know, even it don't gotta even necessarily reach thousands, but like I really enjoy like intimate spaces. Instead of like large crowds. I have fun in large crowds though. I can thrive in it, but it's something about connecting and having intimate conversations. So I'm with you on that point because intimate conversations really go. And I think that's what I like a lot about these, because a lot of my viewers that end up catching like conversations like this, or they catch different types of convos with me during the night. We can have those intimate convos more during like the afternoon and night. I'm more so teaching. This is kind of like we can really speak on a different level. So I completely understand that. And yeah, transparency is everything for sure. Sohab says club was pretty dead because of 4th of July. Damn, I would have thought it would have been lit, to be honest. I like clubs, lounges, etc. Trying to move to a bigger city like Charlotte that has that. Hopefully I can open up my own club. Hey, and when you do, let me know. We'll pop up, you know what I'm saying? We'll pop up into the club and shit. But shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to be a part of the journey. You know what I mean? It's off your own free will. You're more than welcome to. Let's have some conversations. But, you know, you should. I hope you get a club for yourself, too, if you fuck with that. Lounges are cool. Lounges are dope. I really like spaces where it's it's like a, I guess like a bar. It's kind of like a lounge, but you got some light music in the background and everybody can kind of just socialize and talk to each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like shit like that. I've been growing to like that a lot more. But I can still do clubs though. Like I fuck with like I still fuck with that shit. It's just that you know those spaces are really cool, especially when you deal with a lot of people. I think that's where it could probably come from too. When you're constantly dealing with like large audiences, you're around a lot of stuff. Sometimes you just kind of want to wind down and just talk. Just talk. Let's just talk. Let's just socialize. Like let's socialize. No pressure, but let's just socialize and have some conversation. And that's what really helps get you never know who you can talk to be honest. I've met many of people just by like sitting down and talking that put me onto so much game or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful. So it says, hey, why not, Isaac? I appreciate the support. No worries, bro. No worries. You know what I'm saying? That's just up for you, how you want to push it. They're narrative for yourself. Faith, what's up? Good to see you, Faith. Welcome to the live. You catching me on my after hours, you know what I'm saying? We lounging and stuff. Y'all say what's up to Faith. Faith is a cool individual. Real dope. I really enjoy Faith's conversation. The way you present yourself is really cool. It's really cool, but welcome here. Welcome. We're really just vibing. We chilling, you know what I'm saying? This is the after hours. We ain't really on no crazy shit. We just having a conversation on some intimate shit. Just like Tina, you was saying, we this is like the transparency, intimate shit we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for sure, Faith, for sure. You the one. You one of them. You know what I'm saying? You fine. And I really like your I was gonna say swag. It is swag, but I really like your presentation is very neat and it's very you. You can tell you can tell it's authentic. So I fuck with that heavy. Tina says, calling versus purpose. My purpose may not be what I'm called onto for. Now that's a word right there. I like that a lot. That's dope. However, it's easy to be burned out being calling driven due to feeling like you're on demand in spaces you're able to function well. Very true. I like that a lot. I've never even thought about it that way. I'm gonna read it again because that was dope. My purpose may not be what I'm called onto for. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? That's hard. I feel that though. You know what I'm saying? I think like for myself or anybody who's any remotely can relate to my ambition. Especially if you're purpose driven in the sense like you know what you want to do and like you're obviously creating things to get, up there, you're a creator, all that. Like it could be in company, it could be anything. Sometimes like you're so driven that you just need some time to chill. So you don't have to be burnt out. And that's what I like about like lives like this, because this is like there's no usually most of my stuff doesn't necessarily have scripts, because a lot of the times I talk off of things unless I create the points and then I speak on it. But when it comes to convos like this, like I can really engage with the world, because I'm usually teaching, educating on certain things. But now, like, we can engage, we can speak on a different level. Like Tina, you touched my soul when you was talking about the intimacy shit. That was some real shit. I ain't gonna lie, cause that shit, that's just real, and that's something I've been like learning a lot too. It's more than just teachings as well. Like, I also want to connect on different levels. Um, you're welcome, Faith. Gil says, man, just got home from work off 2 hours of sleep, but it's been a minute. Yo, Gil, how you been? How have you been? Talk to me. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. I hope all is well on your end. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Always and forever. We still growing. And it's great to see you. I know you're doing your thing. You living your life and sure. But, it's great to see you. I'm glad that you're here. You feel me? I was watching the stream with the 45-minute delay. Oh, that's real. That's what happens for real, though. You know what I'm saying? But what's been going on with you, Gil? How you been? You know who I really like right now, yo? Cut Close, Surrender. Surrender by Cut Close. Very good song. Very good song. Very good group, too. I'm a little late, of course, you know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with them. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good time. Big shout out to Gil, though. It has been a minute, you know what I'm saying? It really has. And Gil, we've been evolving, as you see, for whatever. But yeah, things have been improving and moving. Okay, I see me rhyming and shit. But things have been growing, bro. Things have been growing. Things have been getting very well on this end, A lot to catch up on, but a lot to also see and a lot to also view. Gil says, everything great, man. Working a lot, building my castle internally. Great to hear. I'm glad. Very much glad, bro. Glad. I love to hear things like that. I've been, Ephraim, great to see you. Great to see you, man. One thing that I've been really enjoying and loving a lot is like creating my internal world with my external world. Yeah, I know. We gonna definitely hit that 1K. It's just, it's gonna happen like that. And like, this is just the beginning of us, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing too crazy. Yeah, we gonna get the, once we get the 1K, there's gonna be more and like, and I'm really just grateful, like, for real. And this is just me just expressing gratitude right here. But the support I had when I didn't even like reaching this many subs, cause like y'all was supporting me crazy even before. Like, I was reaching many views already, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as it grows, it's the bigger and better it gets, and I'm just grateful for that shit. I took some time out the other night to really like take a moment to just like kind of like, I remember there was, shout out to Raw Footage, because Raw Footage was like, I'm gonna get you to 800, and then shout out to Raw Footage. But Raw Footage was like, you should celebrate, like take some time to chill, kind of like that, like just enjoy it. But then I did, like I really took a moment, because to me, or just to anybody who's ambitious, like who understands, or just sometimes we can live so fast or really into what we do, we don't necessarily see like the progress that we really create, the impact. So I took a moment and I was like, I was just like, wow, like I'm really just so proud, bro. Not even just myself, but I'm proud of everybody. Just everybody doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I'm a household. Like, I'm proud of my. Woo! If I had to talk about me, we could talk about it for years. But I'm just really proud of how much things have grown. Because as I grow, I see confidence in other people grow. You know what I mean? Especially if they listen to me and they're a part of things. It's great to see people voicing themselves and bringing out the authenticity out of them. Because it takes courage to be authentic, especially in this world, bro. We're heading into a lot of different spaces in life. But, this is like, I guarantee the people that you see that's making real progress and impactful stuff right now, I see y'all comments I'm going to get to in a second. One moment, please. But I guarantee the people you see making real impact on the audience and people that's engaging and talking, this is the shit that's going to carry on for this generation and plus more. And that's what I'm here for. Just really voicing this shit, because this is what it needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world needs some authentic. The world needs some young. The world needs an AllStar. but it needs stars in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful, bro. Um, Tina says, I come across a lot of people but aren't drawn to many. It's so easy to get sidetracked by being driven. Yes. It doesn't matter what is causing the drive, but it can lead you into autopilot and joy less. God damn, yo, Tina, you on fire! Like I love what you saying right now. You really, you the truth when you say that. I really appreciate that. B3, great to see you again. But I really do appreciate that, and that's something too, Tina. I've been enjoying more. Um, Loving less, enjoying less, like less is more, and I've took that into like style and swag and all that, but like also just in my attention and my focus into what I do, like I don't need to do too much. It can just be what it's supposed to be. So it's great that you even say that because like you said, um but being like causing a drive can lead you into autopilot, right? It can lead you into because I found myself out there at one point, right? I found myself being on autopilot into a sense like where I'm just doing what I'm doing versus like enjoying what I'm doing because what I'm supposed to do. So then like even though I'm posting every day, that I don't you guys may know that, you guys might, but like I'm posting every single day this year basically. And my goal for it was to be like cuz I legit can't run out of ideas. And plus I want to get my foot off the ground and we in this thing. But also when I was going through it, there was a time like probably like March, April where it was a bit like unfocused because it was just straight drive. It wasn't it's like how you drive and but you're just aware that you're driving. But then you wake up, you're like, "Wait, I'm actually driving." It's not that you fell asleep, it's that you're on autopilot. And I understood that. And then once I understood that, I started taking a lot more time for myself, putting a lot more quality information into what I'm actually putting. Even though it's every day, there still can be quality into what I'm saying and everything like that. So that's a great word. Shout out to Tina. I really appreciate your conversation right now, Tina, very much. So Hab says, Isaac, any shows you watch? I know this. I know I talked about Jenny and George. Yeah, you and Supreme. Supreme talked about that too. But I'm hooked on this show called the Shy on Paramount. Any shows that I watch? I don't watch any shows right now. I'm actually watching Poker Face on Peacock. That's a really good one. I've been really getting hip into it. I got to get a little bit back into Ironheart. I'm not really liking the acting, but I mean, I'm a Marvel fan and there's shit going on, so I got to tune in. But I really like Poker Face. Poker Face is good because it really shows you the truth and shit. Like people reading people. It's really nice. Gil says, Ephraim, your respect. Yeah, for Shosky. Sohab says, well, I like that. Not just helping yourself grow, but others. Yeah, bro, this is what this is all about. Like, of course, like, I'm documenting my growth, but also, like, I'm here to assist. I want to help. Like, I'm here to serve. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak life into others. Like because it was Lucario that said something similar to this that I heard a while ago. But it's like you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice out of it. So when someone squeezes something out of you, what do you get out of it? And that's just like basically how I believe what I'm giving out. I just want to speak life not only to myself but to others. If everybody has the same 24, so if we all have the same 24, let's do something about the 24. We don't all have to be asleep. And of course, the masses, it can be 100 versus 5. But regardless, as long as those 5 put up a good what they doing, shit can really work out. And I'm proud of that. Shout out Ephraim, yeah. Great legwork, yup. B3 says get given a lemon, make lemonade for sure. We're all here to serve at the end of the day. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, man. All of that. I mean, that's what the beauty about all of it is. Because I remember I had this awakening a while ago, and I was like, everything is customer service. It was like, I think like last year, but it wasn't in the sense like, oh, like we're all here to just be like employees, but everything is customer service. Like we're providing value to people that come into our lives. Even when y'all come into my channel, I treat my shit like a penthouse view. Like you guys are coming into my world and I want to show hostility. I want to provide a great service because you guys are coming in. I believe that's just how that's supposed to be. But when I seen it that way, I was like, damn, like we're still providing. And I think that's a beautiful way to do it. Can't be too selfish into that. But to be selfish is also is to be selfish for you and then get yourself right is to help others as well. You know what I'm saying? So whew, bro, life is so fucking beautiful, bro. When you really like that quote, even in itself, like to water yourself is to water others. It's very beautiful. I'm very grateful to like be able to even comprehend that shit, because some people don't really understand that. And shout out to the people that even are people pleasers. um I used to be one. I used to be a people pleaser, like put others needs before mine. But what I learned was that like that was always going to do a disservice, and that was always going to cause a disruption between like dynamics socially with family relationships. And once I learned that, it was about the disruption, but it was also about why did I want the disruption within myself? Like why did I believe in being a people pleaser? You know what I'm saying? Like why did I believe in putting others' needs before mine? And see, that's the trauma that can live in people sometimes. When there's unsaid questions or answers that you have within yourself, you gotta talk about those things. And once you do, you create harmony. You can accept yourself, and that acceptance can become a beautiful transformation within. And it can be a beautiful life for you. And that can be a lesson you can be able to assist other people. And I learned that a lot too. So when I learned that, I shifted it, and it was just a beautiful awakening. Just understanding patterns is amazing. Excuse me. Gil says, I remember that line, Izzy. It's literally you can't get what you don't have. If you squeeze an orange, what's gonna come out is orange juice. Yes. If you have hate, that's what you give away, and when you are loved, that's what you give away. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, and the thing is too, like when it's beautiful, it's like when it's not a image, cause like the image is there, it's cool, like, but like it's really what connects with the heart, and that's something I've been like hearing a lot. But I understand that because everything like this is connected to my heart in the sense like I feel it. Like it's a passion, it's a drive, it's a love that I love. You know what I mean? And it's not no like simp shit. Like you should do shit. I get when people say like do it from the heart. That's what it means. Just do it from a place of passion, a place that you care, bro. It's cool. Like that shit is fire. Um, I can start. Yeah, shout out to Ephraim. B3 says, Amen. Life is a miraculous adventure that has ups and downs. You just need to take it with both hands and make the best of it. Absolutely. Yes. Gil says, Izzy, my question is, before accomplishing something like hitting 1K milestone, for example, do you see it before it happens? Like seeing already having you desire, does it connect you to it and comes to you? Yes. And the thing is too, like of a desire, but 1K is like almost like it's like waking up. And what I mean in a sense, like once I get that 1K accomplishment on YouTube, that'll be like almost a blessing as like I just woke up. Meaning to say like I was already meant to wake up. And when I have the desire to get 1K, obviously that's why I'm grinding, I'm doing what I'm doing. But also at the same time, I already knew that it was gonna occur. Because it's like I even just said, like how I said I'm connected to like my heart, my passion. It's only gonna happen. And Gil, there was actually a live that I did. Some of you guys may have been there, but I did say something. I was talking about how like Ephraim, I believe you were there. B3, I think you were there too. But I was saying, if someone said they were gonna renovate your house for free, no cost, but they said it was gonna take 2 months to get you to your place, would you still say yes? People said yes, but if you say yes, that's exactly what dreams are. So everything that we already want is already ours. The thing is that it's gonna take its time. And the message is, I already know that the desire I have is already gonna be created to many success. Because as long as I stick to me being alive and living for what I want, meaning in a sense to teach, to educate, to live, to experience, to be able to teach that or to create my experiences into learnings, I will always get that. So yes, so when it comes to me, that's just gonna be a point of validation of what I thought at the time of me being like, I'm gonna create a YouTube channel, I'm gonna do this. 1K was already there. It just took me to be, take the steps and shit. So I hope that answered that. And I hope that answered anybody's shit for desire. Because as anything that we desire, we already have, right? It can take a while to materialize, but as it takes a while to materialize, let's experience in the moment and see what we can do for it to materialize the way that it needs to. Because sometimes for the outcome or result for it to be what we want to see it, it really becomes the thing that we may not even think at first. Most things, a lot of the things really that I've gotten out of accomplishment or achievement have been things outside of what I thought it was going to be. And that's when it comes to learning of like a real a real undeniable trust, but like in the sense of I just trust it. That's when people are like, when they're in that zone, that flow state of like just trust, and like, what you mean you just trust it? Like, just trust it, because the whole point is to be comfortable in the uncomfortable and like the unknown and shit. But really, it's just saying like, because I understand that, understand, overstand all that, it may not be what I see, because to see is to believe, but to know is to grow. I know there's gonna be something different out of here, and that's like the beauty in all of it, because then you can find confidence, you can find a voice, you can find expression, you can find freedom, you can find authenticity in the unknown that we don't even know. And I love that, and that's something I'm learning still now to thrive in, unknown still, because even as I've thrived in a lot of places of the unknown, there's so many different levels of me to thrive in different unknowns, to understand another unknown, and to unlock a different level of confidence. And it's so, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. B3 says there is nobody on this planet like you. Be yourself like only you can. Absolutely. Nobody can. There's no such thing as another B3. There's no other Gil Poems. There's no other Tina. There's no Sohab. There's no other Ephraim. There's no other Faith. There's no other anybody who else is in here who hasn't spoken up. But please hit the like button if you're new. Subscribe. Thank you very much. But it's very true. No one can be you, and that's why, like, even at B3, you were there. Ephraim, you were there as well. When I was talking about being your own art piece, tap into your creativity. Like, your lens, your words, your eyes, your perspective is unique as fuck. Like, this shit is all unique. This shit is different. This shit is all because me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted this for me. I didn't want this for nobody else. But that goes to anybody else. That shit is when you can really tap into your sauce and your swag, ain't nobody can take that from you. And I love that shit. You can put me anywhere in the world, but you couldn't take it from me. Guess what? You can put me in Saudi Arabia, because I'm gonna have that swag is gonna touch over there. And it's just so beautiful, because that really just means it's this connectedness to yourself that it's untouchable. It is unreachable, as it should be though. Tina says sometimes learning the hard lessons, giving the wrong way, gives you better insight. Yes, an advantage to pitfalls than people who've never gone that route. It lets you know who you are. Yes, and I've had a bunch, Tina. I've had a bunch. I think I think it was actually earlier today. I was talking about having less, or maybe it was a couple lives ago. I was speaking on, I used to be homeless at one point. I used to not have a lot, but that's because I wasn't listening to a lot of things. But me learning a lot of the hard lessons that I learned, which we will get into like in the future, I will be making, like, there's gonna be a lot of conversations what we'll be talking about, but those hard lessons that I learned, and me being stubborn, taught me a lot, just as you stated. It taught me a lot. I learned more. I was like, wow. And because of those learnings, in those extreme measures I was in, I was like, you know what, let me also teach this to people, whether that's with like relationships, love, self-confidence, all that. But that's what like helped a lot to really push even a passion towards assisting, because people don't have to go to an extreme measure. I can tell you, and you can move accordingly. And then sometimes they may even be stubborn to that message, and they have to learn that same way. Great words. Thank you, Gil. Soab says, I'm a people pleaser. Nothing wrong with that. Just have to ask for what you want. That may disappoint people, but hey, that's needed. Hey, you have to ruffle little feathers. I mean, it just, into a sense of what type of people pleaser you are, though. Because in a sense, everybody's pleasing somebody to some degree. But I believe you can please people, but only in the way to, without having to like take away from your boundaries and shit. Like, without having to sell yourself, you can still please people. Like, a personality can be pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like that can be like a pleasing to people, but as long as you're not like taken away from like who you are, then I believe in that. Gil says if praying is talking to you to God, it's intuition like God's talking to you for sure. Gil says we all have different avatars with different stats and characteristics, elements and abilities. Yeah, we do. We all of us do, bro. We all have like I remember, bro. It was I think Gil, you may have premiered it in the SOG chat one time, but it was like it was the video. What is a player to me? Like, and it was my perspective because I remember that day like I was like I had like this crazy ass awakening, and I have a lot of awakenings, bro, like almost every day. But it's just in this like I believe I see things when things come. I just be like, fuck, that's crazy. But like when I really understood what a player was, like my mind was blasted. I was so dumbfounded because it was deeper than just being a ladies' man and smooth talker. It was deeper than just being good with women. It was deeper than just being able to finesse and be socially charismatic. It was an understanding that the individual who I am is the player in the game. Cause there's an audio called like the game of life and how you played or something like that. And I listened to it and this shit blew my mind because I was like, that's exactly what I thought, and listened to it some more. So when I was like, damn, like there's so much more than just being like a ladies man. Cause like that's at one point that's like what I thought was like, oh, I'm fucking with women, I'm getting with women, like this, and then that moment I was like, wait, I'm a player, but not that just that type of player. I'm a fucking human being. I'm my own individual, authentic person in this realm, and nobody can be who I am. And my world expanded so crazy. And see what's amazing about that is how heavy that can be to people though. Like that's a very heavy feeling sometimes. Like when you really genuinely have that understanding of like you are you, that can be heavy because a lot of people do not take control of their life. They let other things outside of them dictate that. So when you can really just take a hold and grasp that, man, you just all I can say is you just gonna go places. To be honest, game analogies, love it. Yeah. Be the player that goes to win. Absolutely. And the player that wins loses. Cause the player that truly wants to win wants to lose. And I've learned that a lot. Like I'll be like, damn, like when I get in such shit, I'm like, I know I'm gonna lose, but like I wanna learn. Learning is the way to lose, but it's not even losing. Of course, we all know this. If you don't know it, losing is to win. Win is to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because when you win, you may be like, damn, how could I win better? So you lose and a win sometimes because you're like, damn, like there's something different right here. B3 says you got control, start moving around. Facts. Gil says everything harmonious and real valuable here, man. All-Star game too cold. You already know the vibes, bro. Men are harmonious. I've spoken on this. In a sense, it's just peace within us. And anything that comes into our life has to be on the same page. But anything that comes into your life, anybody's life, that's not on the same page does not need to be there. And if you allow disruption within your life, you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? This doesn't take away from having fun. And like, I have fun. Like, I really have fun. I have fun. And as I have fun, I don't never question why I have fun or whatever happens. But also, you always got to remember, if there's anything truly disrupting your peace where you can't sleep, where you have to kind of like guess around, you're a little bit paranoid, you need to ask yourself what the fuck is going on. Tina also says people pleasing can be looked at in more than one way. Service is the exchange of pleasing people for leverage benefit. I get it. Yeah, very true. Yeah. And you know what's amazing too, Tina, is like how people pleasing is like is a way to, you know how people kiss ass and like companies to get up to managing. If anybody wants to really like go far into like corporate or whatever and all that jazz, just be a people pleaser. A lot of CEOs and bosses thrive on that shit, bro. And they thrive on people that kiss the ass. You know what I'm saying? I said kiss the ass. Kiss ass. What the fuck? Kiss the ass? I ain't never said that shit before. That's funny as hell. But yeah, there's a lot of people pleasing going on in this world. But that's what's You're gonna have that though. But a lot of people that I know who are like pleasers to their bosses really got up over their boss and ended up winning in the end. It's kind of like those like laws, power laws and shit. It's very interesting. The dynamics of social um, dynamics is crazy. I ain't gonna cap. So it says, nah, not everyone's a people pleaser. I'll say that. Is it people or people pleaser? Regardless, some people care about their own needs. I see what you're saying. Different variations of pleasing. Yeah, there's many variations of pleasing. Like a lot. There's like we don't got to get into that bag yet because it's not the conversation for it. But yeah, there's a lot of variations of pleasing. Gil says losing a step stone is towards victory. Exactly. Like, it's beautiful that way. B3 says if you never fail at anything, you're not living. Everyone makes mistakes and errors, but learning from those errors is where you can find out who you are. Yes, especially in situations where you're pressured, in situations where you don't know, like especially the situations where you don't know who you are. That's why it's amazing to be in the unknown, cause like you're so. I remember I always make this analogy like when I first met my mentor, but you know so much about who you are at level one and you're so good at it, but then when you get to level two you're kind of you feel a little different or shaky or some shit. Like you feel like you're this isn't your world, this isn't your ground, because you should be the king of level one. That's why I talked about how being that mother effer. And I'm not trying, like, I don't, it doesn't require cussing, but like being that MF, or like when you're him, it evolves into more to being than just him. If you just want to be that guy, you can just be that guy level one. But then when you want to be that guy on level two, three, four, that's gonna take you to different heights. But you gotta learn this. You're just not gonna be that one guy on level one, unless you want to be king of that world. Then stay in your lane for that. But regardless, most people who genuinely want to learn more for themselves and want to gain confidence, they take themselves in different heights, and that's something I'm learning, even still to this day. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know that I'm learning, and it's beautiful because I don't know it yet. I'm still him, but it's like I got to be him on different measures now. Responsibility for him. Understanding what I'm saying comes with being him. Understanding that there's influence to come with being him. Just in many lanes, not just like what we doing here. Tina says sometimes the disruption is just indicative of direction. If I said that wrong, please don't. You know what I'm saying? And dictative. You know what I'm saying? It's something like yeah. Like laying in one place for too long will cause uncomfortable circumstances. It's just time to move, turn over, and get it up all together. Absolutely, man. Big shout out to Tina. Tina, you talking that truth. I'm glad that you joined and you're engaging with us. Thank you for being here. Let's get some stars in the chat. And by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. And you know what I'm saying? Let's get these likes up. You know what I mean? It's your boy AllStar Izzy. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get some stars in the chat really quickly. You know what I'm saying? Let's shine in this thing. Yeah, we got the stars. Yeah. Man, bro. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of this shit, man. It's beautiful. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all, by the way. B3 B3 says, why do you remind me of Supreme? Keep speaking your mind and truth. This conversation really necessary in today's world. Thank you. Yeah, me and Supreme have a lot of similarities. We both have such a different swag into it, Him and I, we're gonna do a show in the future. I mean, we already talked about it, but it's gonna happen because we align into a lot of similar ways. You know what I mean? And he teaches me, and hopefully I teach him something too. There's some things that he has, gave me in perspective. You know what I mean? Because I enjoy his brash, like he just, and that reminds me of me. Because sometimes I'll be like, bah, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's required, bro. You just gotta pierce the veil, bro. But big shout out to Supreme, man. He cool. Shout out to the stars. We in this thing. So I says, by the way, Isaac, I'm digging the hat, the color, and everything. It also fits your swag. Appreciate it, bro. I got this from Vegas. It was like the first night I was in Vegas. I bought two hats. I bought the blue and the pink because I was like, I got like a yellow. I need a purple hat. I fuck with purple. Like a nice dark purple would be fire. Um, but I was like, I'm gonna have to buy this shit. It's hard, and I don't even like the snapback is cool, but like this shit just. I appreciate it, bro. I really, bro. I'm telling you, swag is everything. Remember what swag means. Stars will always grow. Wait, stars will always grow. This is what I meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Fantastic Four. Y'all seen the Reed Richards shit where he do this? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man. Shout out to that. But yeah, yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Swag is everything. Stars will always grow. Everybody gotta have swag. I guarantee you keep listening to what we doing. You keep listening to me, bro. Your swag is gonna go crazy. But it's gonna be your swag for sure. Yeah, I'm eager to have it. You know what I'm saying? Tino says I absolutely respect Preem. He hits the thing straight, no chaser. Absolutely, it's a straight shot, and there's probably no ice cubes in the shot either. It's just a straight shot. But I respect things like that because I know what it's like to be like a just truthful and like having to sometimes when not even sometimes but when you speak the truth and when you live truth it's very polarizing to those who don't, and it makes people kind of walk on eggshells. But I'd rather be somebody who makes people feel that way than having to walk on eggshells around other people. And it's not even trying to make them feel that way. It's just being authentic and truthful. Really, that's really a disruption in like in society, to be honest, because society is like, and it's so funny because okay, hold on, stick with me because I'm trying to get a thought out. It's coming to me right now, but like society is harmonious for what it does. So like how naive or how crazy and chaotic it is. It's disruptive, but it's harmonious, meaning in a sense like that's what they want. Yeah, y'all see what I'm saying? But being true and having truth to yourself and in society, it really takes away from like what that harmonious. How do I even describe this? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying though. But that's like, yeah, it's like harmoniously chaotic. But then when you but then when you're real in truth, hold on, B3 says when you speak of truth, people tend to listen. It's also a great way to meet like my people. If you don't speak your mind, how about other people know facts? But it's like when you're honest and authentic and true, it disrupts that that harmonious chaotic vibe. Cause they're like, wait, why you being real? Can you just chill, take a shot, have fun, go fall in love, go be crazy, just enjoy this. It's like, like, do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm really trying to get my thoughts out. It's like inviting people into your frat house. You know what I'm saying? The harmony is manufactured, truth disrupts. Yes! Exactly. That's exactly what it's like. Like inviting people into a frat house. Especially, and see what the manufactured harmony is like. Yo, team is on fire. But like with the harmony that's manufactured, it's like it invites those who are new. So like that's like the pattern in society. Is like the more new they are, the like just keep getting them in, get them in, get them in. Now they become experienced in this manufactured harmony. The thing is, the truth is disruptive, but the truth is the harmony. Shit just be so backwards, bro. Oh my God, we're disrupting a system right now. We just you guys are so fucking smart. See, this is what I like. I love smart motherfuckers, man. I'm glad we attracting each other for real. Like that was it. It was, but like that's really what society is like. It's kind of like, oh, you don't cheat, or like, oh, you don't have like sneaky links, or like, oh, you don't have like oh, try it out. And now they get a taste, now they get a feel, and now they're like into it. And it's like, yeah, wow. I'm like, my mind is blown. I'm really lost for words, but like that's just exactly what it is. Society has harmonious. Wait, the harmony is manufactured in society, but the truth really disrupts. Tina's gotta write a book with all this knowledge she drops. A straight up, no nonsense claim. If you abide by the rules, you get a lullaby that everyone rocks with. I'm dead ass about to scream and run outside the neighborhood. Be. I'm really trying to keep it cool. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm gonna drink my water. Hold on. I'm really containing myself. Hold on, I'm gonna put my glasses on really quick. I just need a minute, bro. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. Yo, you talking crazy. Yo, this is what I. Oh. Hold on. Yo, give me a second. Please give me a second. All right, hold on. I got this. Give me a second. Really, just give me a minute. Because that first line really just got me. Okay, we're back again. All right, we're back. What's up with everybody? Great to see everybody. It's your boy AllStar. I'm gonna put my shades on real quick. Hold up. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I should be wearing these. These go hard. Okay, these are some Cartiers. Shout out to my brother though. He got me these Cartiers. All right. So, wow. I'm gonna have to read that again. That really just got me. If you abide by the rules, you get a lullaby that everyone rocks with. Damn. That was so like that's so much game in that first line. That's why like I had that reaction because I understand that like so deeply. And I've been it's like when you said that, I've had 3,000 pieces of memory in my mind, experiences I came across with that one line. All right, I'm back to normal now, y'all. I had to get that on my system because I really feel like finally somebody fucking understands. God damn it. But telling the truth scratches the record and causes people to pause and think independently. Yeah. That's basically been my life, to be honest. Like a lot of my life. And what really resonates a lot is and why I believe like why things are working out more for me, it's the swag and sauce, like how the message is coming across. Ooh, the swag and the sauce, how the message is coming across. Hold on, let me write that down though. Hold on, y'all give me a second. When things come to mind, I like to write shit down. Give me a second. Swag and sauce. Wait, swag and sauce, things come across. But that's really how life is though, for anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like authenticity is the new sexy, but like that's just disruption. That shit really stops that manufactured structure. And the thing is, people know like swag and sauce get the message across. Hold on. I might put that shit in my community post after this. That's so fucking fire, bro. That's so fire. Thank that y'all. We cracking codes. We cracking codes. But regardless though, like that's really what that is though. You know, and deep down people know it too. Like this is not what they want. Deep down though. Deep down people really know that shit. Like this is not what they want, but they do it to see, that's the people pleasers. Yo. Cause like, okay, I know I've spoken to many people like that, but like deep down people know they don't want to be in this manufactured harmony, but because they don't want to disrupt the harmony, they're staying within the harmony to not disrupt it, but that makes them a pleaser for those around them. Wow. Like, I'm blown away, bro. This is insane. Don't follow the crowd like a sheep. Be a wolf. Lead the pack. Absolutely. Swag and sauce. Get the message across. That's some real shit. Damn. But that's real though. There's so many. Damn. When you really think about it, there's a lot of people pleasers then. Holy shit. Wow. Listen to all the people pleasers out there. What I mean, there's always variations of pleasing as we spoke with Tina, but also remember with that, just know how you're going about it. Oh man, that's crazy. We really just unlocked some codes. I really appreciate y'all, man. I'm very thankful. By the way, if no one has hit that like button, because I really want to see 2 digits. I really want to see it. So if you haven't, but if not, you can people please without bringing yourself down. Exactly. Yeah, very much. You can even please when you know what I'm saying. That's people pleasing. You feel me? Like when you're doing your thing, that's like, that's you know what I'm saying. But you're not bringing yourself down. You just pleasing. You feel me? Man, yo, y'all are on fire, bro. Like for the last couple lives, you guys are awesome, bro. Like truthfully, awesome as hell, dope as fuck, really great individuals, smart as fuck. Yeah, man. Shout out to the stars. We the stars. We shining out here. But we cracking some codes though. That we cracking some codes. I appreciate that, B3. Thank you. Tina says going with the flow is what causes all of the trends, all of the acceptance and all the accolades for not rocking the boat. But thinking for yourself causes you to be a leader because you paved the way. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what that is. Exactly what that is. Because new thoughts, original shit. You see, I had a live a couple months ago, and I was basically being like, the secret to being everything you dreamed of is to become being used to like the hate or being used to people not making fun of you, basically. And like a lot there in that live, a lot of people were making fun of me. Like they were just like talking shit about me, basically. Hey, we don't gotta get mad about it. It's just trolls. But at the same time, when there comes like a different perspective, a unique way of thinking, or a new face or new swag, whatever, people, you gotta be. It's like you basically gotta become. Trey, what up, dude? What's up, dude? But basically, you gotta become like a piece of art. And see, my words are coming together, kind of like what I've been thinking about. I haven't said this. I talked about the swag earlier, but like, I believe to be successful in any right, not for the fame, not for glory, but like success and authentic and really not being moved by outside is to be a piece of art that you're please, I'm really trying to get my words out, but you got to be a piece of art, and you got to be willing to let yourself be criticized. Like you have to be able to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like the greats in the world, right? We can even use them as an example. A lot of them, like they're fantastic artists, whether that's a singer, painter, whatever, content creators, what, like anything that's like that. The biggest thing that I've noticed was like they always have been a piece for people to judge. I like to say this expression of like, would you rather point your finger, or would you rather have the people point the finger towards you? And I would rather have people point their finger towards me, because that means I'm living my life at least. So it's like, that's what to me what truth is though. Being able to, when it comes to like really authentically trying to speak a truth and all that, that to me is also almost like you have to be a piece for people to criticize. Like you gotta be that. And if you're not okay with that, whether you try to mask that to whatever, you're doing yourself the service and you'll be lost in the world, right? But if you're willing to take up whatever comes with who you are rewarded. You will be criticized though, but I don't know why art and creativity has been speaking to me so much, like swag and sauce. Like we talking about that crazy. Swag and sauce, get the message across, you already know the vibes. But like I think that's just what it means. Like it's like this art bag that's coming into play. Like and these are just my raw thoughts right now. Um, B3 says if I need a lawyer, I'm gonna call you, Tina. Nah, for sure. Yo, Tina. Like it ain't nothing too crazy, but like there's this person that's trying to get me because I said like this lingo, and they thought I was trying to copy them, but at the same time I wasn't. But I have the video and stuff where it was like really, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like copying it, but they tried to get something off me. Can you help me, Tina? Um, Tina also says going upstream automatically makes you different. And because you don't follow the flow, you get to be the one who stands out above the rest. Being you cannot be duplicated, and that's where the value is. Exactly. And that's why like my captions can be similar to certain things, like on YouTube specifically, right? Because of course I'm a content creator. I do want to be seen. I'm not gonna lie, of course, hell yeah. But at the same time, like it's cool to have like to be similar to people, but there's like that part of creativity that I really want to showcase, and that comes with going upstream, as you said, like that. Having that separation really opens up different doors for you because that's new. And I'd rather be something new people haven't seen and are kind of like, what the fuck is this? What type of, and they criticize it. Because to me, I believe that's timeless. Once it's not understood first, then that's what becomes the best thing coming. Or what is the best thing? If you understand it at first, that's one thing. Like you could understand the message or whatever the case is, but if you don't really understand it at first, that's like this is a raw thoughts right now. Like we're having raw ass thoughts. But like once it's not understood at first, that's what makes it like true art to me. Cause that means that's good. You're doing a good thing if it's not understood at first. It shouldn't be. But I mean that's just my understanding. And to other people that's in the same understanding as well to what I'm really, putting down for this conversation. But it's true. You guys are goddamn smart. We really talking on this talk, man. But I like combos like that where we can speak on things like that. Because I see this shit as art for me. Like of course like I know what it takes to get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like this shit is art. This shit is it's meant to be a piece for people to say what they need to say. At the end of the day, hey, I'd rather live my life than have to watch a TV screen and live and talk things about other people. That's no shade to nobody, but that's just like the analogy. Tina says everyone can get a Camry, everyone can get a Honda Accord, not everyone is in a Bugatti. Let's get some stars in the chat for Tina. Tina, you crazy. You know that? Tina, you crazy though. Tina, you crazy. B3 says lives are for the connection to the creator's personality. You will find real amazing people on them in real time. Yeah, very true. Very true. Like when I started first doing it, I thought like I needed a script. I needed to kind of follow through. But then I started to learn like with lives, I can genuinely engage with people. Like, and that means a lot to me because I love doing that, especially in the real world. I engage all the time. I'm talking to everybody. I'm saying we all having a good convo. We all in this bitch talking. I'm talking to Andrew, and I end up meeting Sandra over there. Oh, Sandra owns a yacht club, and Bill over here that was right next to homie, he owns a pet kangaroo. But like that shit means a lot. I love engaging with y'all. And plus, you guys are smart individuals, very great individuals, and even those that come in and don't even know the clue, like that's great too. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, bro. This is all amazing, man. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for being here. I think I'm going to end in a couple of minutes, man, because it is about to be 5 a.m., and I didn't even realize it's about to be 5 a.m., but, your boy just be up doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I will be going live later tonight, as in, like, Saturday and shit. I will be going live. I don't know exactly what about. I probably should just go live. Usually, I always have a topic in mind, but I probably just do that. I need to be. I gotta do film a lot. Um, I want to go to the movies. Shit. I'm gonna try to see if I can get somebody on live tomorrow with me. I'm gonna do some collabs. It's just collabs go crazy. But I'm about to end, and I want to say thank you everybody for being here today. If you haven't hit the like button, you're more than welcome to. If you want to be part of the journey, please subscribe. You know what? And if not, if you're gonna watch this over, just know I really enjoy a conversation where it can be raw thoughts, You know, with the viewers. Like we're all understanding some shit. And big shout out to Tina, big shout out to B3, big shout out to Sohab, Ephraim, Gil was here, Faith came by, a lot of other people that came by that I can't remember at this time, but at the same time, dude, man, hey, remember, swag and sauce, get the message across. Right, B3 says it's great to have fun, but it's also great to have serious talks, yes. Always great to hear others' thoughts and perspectives and helps learn, absolutely, yes. Absolutely. And I want to say thank you guys for your time. I'm gonna leave with this because I love saying this, but it's as within, so without. To shine within is to shine without. Let me do it over. One thing I want to leave you off with. All right, hello. Take 3. One thing I'm gonna leave you off with before I go. To shine within, to shine without. Now, I appreciate y'all. You guys have a great conversation. Thank you all for everything. I'm going to go and get up out of here. Stars in the chat. We all shining. You guys have a good one. Until next time, I will be live later tonight. I will see you guys soon. Peace. Thank you guys for everything. We out.